what is going on? Cover One crew, welcome back to the show. Everybody's doing good, man. Continuing, diving back into this lab because there's so many good rookies we got to talk about. Brashard Smith, newest member of these Kansas City Cheifs, former SMU product. He's a good one. I really do like his game. Buddy of mine called him a light Shady McCoy, and I mean, it's not far off. This guy's got so much talent, so much ability. He is loaded with some cons as well, so we definitely got to talk pros, cons, and a great score. And we're talking Brashard Smith, former SMU product, now Kansas City Chief. Before we gear up and get started, I gotta continue to preach up this draft guide. You guys are missing out if you don't have your copy today. Go get yours today at cover1.net. Full digital copy. It will continue to be updated as this offseason does go on, so you will have the best knowledge going into your fantasy drafts going into August. I'm telling y'all, get your copy today. You will not be disappointed, and I will continue to update this thing for y'all so you guys know and get everything good on fantasy football. But Brashard Smith is a good one. Big time fan. He did crack my top 10 in my rookie rankings as well. I'm such a fan of his game. I think, there's some, issues that we will discuss, but I mean, can they be coached out? I really do believe they can, especially on an Andy Reid team who knows how to utilize speedy scat backs who can catch a football like this guy, Brashard Smith. Let's talk about the team that drafted him, those Kansas City Cheifs, and I mean, round 7, pick 12. And it's only reason why he slipped all the way to the 7th round because of the abundance of running backs in this draft class. There is no question in my mind if he was in previous draft classes for running backs, he likely would have fell into that 4th or 5th round because of the unique skill set that he does possess that is not coachable, man. Chiefs running back depth room right now, Isaiah Pacheco, Kareem Hunt, Elijah Mitchell, Elijah Young, the rookie undrafted free agent, and then Carson Steele, utilizing him more as that fullback role these days in Kansas City anyway. But, I mean, this is a great hedge bet. I mean, we see how many times the Chiefs, they require a pass-catching back loaded up with wheels and speed to be that supreme mismatch, to be that safety blanket for a Patrick Mahomes boy. We know that Jerick McKinnon out the door. Now you got a very, capable, reliable type of wide receiver running back who can be that guy that you require when you need a big play, screen plays, Texas routes, the wheel routes coming out the back, being that, misdirection type of wide running back, he's going to play a big part if he can get certain aspects of his game right here in training camp, and I do believe that he is going to be one of these guys that a lot of people are going to be coveting off the waiver wire in fantasy football specifically, but I'm talking about how he is good on this team. Pacheco going into, I believe, his last year of his rookie contract, and will they re-sign Kareem Hunt after this year? So Brashard Smith could literally carve out a very decent role for himself. Elijah Mitchell is definitely one to keep tabs on as well to take some bread out of Smith's mouth. But, I mean, he's not the staple of health and consistency either, so there is lots of openings for this young man to make big name for himself and make some waves. We have seen already training camp highlights suggesting they are utilizing him in the proper way, and he is definitely repaying everything that's coming his direction. But for measurables, as always, we talk about what this guy is and where he's coming from. 5'10", 194. He is age 22. Played in 49 contests, 253 attempts for 1509 in yards. You guys will understand as we keep going why those rushing tallies are so low. 6 on the average. 15 rushing touchdowns. He added 108 receptions for over 1,000 yards, 10.2 on that receiving upside, and then 8 receiving touchdowns in his collegiate career. There is a reason why his stats do look the way they do, and we'll touch this in the pros, baby. He's got tons of them because he is that good. Size is good, 5'10". He did transfer from SMU to SMU from Miami, I should say, and he's a wide receiver convert into a running back. That is why we see the numbers. If you guys did not know this, that's why his receiving numbers, he's got 108 receptions and then, only 253 rush attempts. This is why, man. He goes to SMU, transfers as that running back change of pace guy. He did some of that in Miami as well, but, I mean, definitely took on the role with SMU to play the full-time running back role, and he definitely did repay, man. 1,300 yards, 14 rushing touchdowns. That's nothing to sneeze at in a first year as a true starter at the running back position, being a wide receiver convert. Very good, man, in that sense that there is a lot to still grow from. I don't think the ceiling's been met for this kid, but I do believe that he has shown more than enough to get excited about, man. Elusive and explosive is an understatement. This man is lightning fast. 4.39 on the 40 time at the combine. Definitely was lighting it up. Looks super fluid. Looks super fast. I mean, very quick feet. You got got to say near elite juke and shake. It's true, man. When my buddy's talking about him being a lesser Shady McCoy, I mean, nobody's really ever going to be Shady McCoy again, but if you're talking lesser Shady McCoy, it's definitely littered all over the film when you watch him play, man. This guy can shake anybody out of a phone booth. That's how damn good he is. And with those lightning jets and wheels, it is near elite juke and shake. You get him in the open field, this man has got, at least an opportunity to make a house call every single time he has the ball in his hands. There is no question, man. Plant steps to burst. It's top end. You talking about the speed game in this man? This is where he graded out exceptionally well for me because this is God-given talent. This is not coachable stuff. You got a guy that can plant step like this, burst, and then hit the home run jets and wheels. Brashard Smith definitely has this on his repertoire and his resume that he can absolutely do everything you want in the speed, juke, and shake game that you're looking for. Cuts on a dime, change of direction, absolutely fantastic. Like I'm saying, everything in the yak upside. Even as a running back, taking the ball, going on the outside and shaking a one-on-one, you can see it every single time this man is going to attempt to do that. There is issues when he is in the open field. We'll touch that in the cons, but I mean, everything you see, man, fantastic agility, spin moves. I mean, everything finesse-wise for this running back is on point, and you're going to understand, man, giving them to the Kansas City Chiefs and to trade up with those New England Patriots, this is another demise for the NFL if utilized properly like I think he's going to be. Everyone's going to be saying, damn, how the hell did Kansas City get another one? Because he is truly skilled and elite in a lot of these categories. Vision is good and improving. You got to give it to him for where he has come to today from where he started, because he is that wide receiver convert, man. There is going to be some growing pains, and at least he is, adaptable and willing to continue to learn in this vision game. It's good, and I'm giving him maybe a little bit too much high praise on the good vision, but I think it's good enough, especially where he's coming from. I think this is, improving, and maybe, after year 1, year 2, we're going to see that increase that much more as well. So it is a work in progress, but it is good, and it is definitely improving. He does find cutback lanes very well. I mean, he does, the patience is there enough to allow his blocks to set him up. Is it on the, good, very good trajectory? Not yet. And you got to take it and understand with a grain of salt where he is and what he is today, man. But finding those cutback lanes, you do see it from time to time. He does get lost, but I mean, a lot of the times he understands where to go, and he's able to at least utilize his athletic ability to make some plays, make some moves, and then make up for some missteps that he does have. He can slip those shoestring tackles. He's never really going to be that bulldozing back, but if you trying to wrap him up, he can slip them. He's going to jump through him, and then he's off to the races as well. Very good pass catcher. Was he great as a wide receiver? No, but as a running back convert, he's an extremely solid pass catcher. Extends like a wide receiver to make these catches. And I love everything about it. When you're talking about a running back that you require in the screen game and the pass game, he's going to be utilized fantastically. And everyone thought Jerick McKinnon in this offense was good. Watch out for Brashard Smith, because he's definitely coming, man. Is he the one-year wonder? I'm only putting it down here. I'm saying the stats are too damn good to put it in the cons to say he's a one-year wonder. But we understand now that he is a wide receiver convert now, moving on to be a full-time running back. But for some cons, everybody's got him. Brashard Smith definitely has him as well. Undersized, lean frame, 194, soaking wet at this point. Definitely needs a meal plan and a weight room to get that up. But I mean, certain guys playing under the 200 threshold, it does work. I mean, he is 5'10", which is a positive. He's not necessarily undersized in stature, but he is undersized in weight. Get it up just a little bit, add a little bit more muscle mass. It will not take away from his wheels, and he's definitely going to improve in that case where he can at least break some tackles rather than just being blown on and falling over. You know what I'm saying, man? Strength is definitely underwhelming. He's not going to wow anybody with his strength, with a stiff arm, with anything like that. He's more the juke and shake guy, and if you can't touch him, he doesn't need the strength anyway, but the strength is definitely underwhelming. Not much for goal line upside, and that comes with the leg drive. It comes with the hand power, shoulder dropping power. Definitely is not on tap there as well, so you don't foresee him being utilized a lot inside the 5 unless he's going to catch passes from Patrick Mahomes, man. Still a work in progress. One real season as a running back starter here at SMU. I mean, it is what it is. We understand where he's coming from. He can dance too much at times. I mean, he needs to be a little bit more decisive, and that's kind of where I said, with the cutback lanes and the vision just being on the good trend, it's a work in progress, and I do believe he'll get there. I mean, guys that have such unbelievable capability and athletic ability and speed like this man does, they're going to try to utilize those athletic traits more than they are for, technical upside abilities, and that's kind of why you see him dancing a little bit, trying to find the hole. Just be a little bit more decisive. You see the hole, you see the gap, or even if you get into the outside, don't be chased down by some of these guys. You see that sometimes happen too, and that should not happen for a guy that has wheels at 4.39. No question, man. Ball security is something of an issue at this point. 7 fumbles in his collegiate career, but I mean, again, can it be worked out? We've seen this with a lot of these running backs coming out of this draft class. They have had some fumbleitis issues. Whether or not it's lost, fumbles lost, but it's just putting the ball on the ground will get you ass on the bench more often than you want, so I definitely want to see that cleaned up, man. He could be legitimately relegated to that third down pass-catching, back roll specialist type of role, return some kicks maybe. We'll see what he does go, but if he does, not drop any passes, and he needs to improve his pass pro. It is a definite glaring issue for me at this point, and that goes again to, how much strength capabilities does he have. So again, if you are fumbling the football, your pass pro isn't necessarily top end, you're going to have to make sure you make every single play to come your way when they do call your number, because that will get you on the bench as well. Excuse me, but if he does figure this thing out when it comes to pass pro, at least, to a 50% threshold for me, I think he's going to be utilized exceptionally well. And I mean, Jerick McKinnon wasn't necessarily the best in pass pro either, so it just schemed up plays, and that's kind of why you're saying specialist type of role, pass catching, back type of role might be the ceiling for him in the NFL, but we will see. He's got too much ability to not get excited about. Will he ever be a 3-down back in this league? Probably not, but at least we understand the specialist role still has a lot of praise in the NFL. But for grading purposes, he was shot up the board on my grades for so many of the God-given talents and then fell down on a lot of the others. Still graded out fine enough for me. 70.7% on the lower trend of these running backs so far that I've done for you guys here on YouTube. My draft guide has so many more of these. So again, you're going to get all my scouting reports in the draft guide as well. But I'm telling y'all, Brashard Smith is a very talented running back. He's got a lot of upside, but he's never going to be that true 3-down back in this league, and that's totally fine. We've seen a lot of these guys make 10-year NFL careers being that scat back, being that pass catching back, and Brashard Smith, it could be one of the elite pass catching running backs in this league, especially playing with Patrick Mahomes. So whoever that is, Brashard Smith from the Kansas City Cheifs SMU product. Like I'm saying, lots of good upside, lots of things to get excited about, especially in fantasy football for those PPR upside games that we're looking for. But nevertheless, as always, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, jump in those comments, give me your thoughts, and we'll see you next time. I am